Hello everyone, I'm Minerva Degra of class 10C and today I'm going to take you all along with me on a trip to South Korea. South Korea is an East Asian nation on the southern half of the Korean peninsula. It is Asia's fourth largest economy and the craze of Korean culture amongst the new generation is just increasing day by day. Undoubtedly, it would very soon achieve global domination. South Korea is famous for a variety of reasons. It is the land of kimchi, K-pop, K-dramas, and even some successful companies like Samsung and Hyundai are South Korean. The question is, how to reach South Korea? Well, undoubtedly, air travel is the best way to travel to South Korea from India. All major metro cities have direct or layover flights to Incheon International Airport that is close to the capital city of Seoul and just an hour away via bus to the third largest port city of South Korea, Incheon. The shortest flight to South Korea is from the capital city of India, that is New Delhi, because direct flights are available via Asiana Air. However, the airway can be quite steep at an approx of 37,000 rupees per person. The cheapest airfare is available from Kolkata and Cochin. The prices average at an approximate of 29,000 rupees per person. However, it can take up to 10 to 15 hours one way. What are the important tourist attractions? Well, as we know already that South Korea is famous for numerous things, but there's so much more to this East Asian tiger than the trends it has given birth to. From food to technological advancements to cultural sites to wonders of nature, there's plenty to see and experience in South Korea. South Korea offers everything a traveler could want in a destination. It has a long and fascinating history, a wonderful culture, amazing people, friendly people, and an excellent tourism infrastructure. It's also a country of contrasts with tourist attractions ranging from ancient mountaintop Buddhist temples like Bulguksa to the ultra-modern skyscrapers of Seoul like the Lotte World Tower. Some of the major tourist attractions include Changdeokgung Palace. Of the 5 grand palaces built by the Joseon dynasty in the 15th century around Seoul, Changdeokgung Palace was always the preferred royal residence. It's where the king and royal family lived their daily lives. Busan. Busan is the second largest city in the country and its coast is lined with some beautiful beaches and resorts. There's a lot of culture and history here too. Jeonju. The historic city, once the spiritual capital of the Joseon dynasty, is about 90 minutes by train from Seoul. It's home to many ancient temples and shrines along with the Hanok village. Seoul Tower. Everyone visiting Seoul should go up in the city's iconic observation tower. It's positioned almost on top of a mountain, plus the height of the tower itself gets you almost 500 meters above sea level and the city below. The tower is near the top of Mount Namsan and the entire area is Namsan Park, which is run by the city. Seoraksan National Park. This majestic natural wonderland has mountains, lakes, waterfalls, streams and miles of hiking trails that allow you to explore them. The DMZ. DMZ stands for Demilitarized Zone and it's the no man's land border between North and South Korea. Visitors can step over the border into North Korea while inside the cross-border room. The National Museum of Korea. It is the largest museum in Seoul. The vast collection combines art, history and archaeology presented to show the history of Korean culture and tell the story of the Korean people. Lotte World. It is an amusement park right in the middle of downtown Seoul. It's a fun place to spend the day and a chance to immerse yourself in real Korean commercial culture. It includes a hotel, movie theaters, a folk museum with traditional performances and activities like ice skating. Lotte World Tower. It is one of the newest attractions in Seoul and it's 500 meters above the ground, being one of the world's tallest buildings. Gyeongbokgung Palace. Also known as the Northern Palace, first built in 1395 during the Joseon dynasty, is yet another beautiful palace to visit in Seoul. Bulguksa Temple. One of Korea's true must-see Buddhist temples, Bulguksa Temple is considered by many to be the country's most important. It's officially historic and scenic site number 1 as classified by the government. Blue House. Much like the White House, is the home of the Korean president. Jeju Island. A very popular resort destination, this volcanic island is best reached via a quick hour-long flight from Seoul. This island boasts beautiful beaches along with a lot of culture and history. Apart from all these, some other important tourist attractions include Hallyu Maritime National Park, Gwangwaman Gate, Jingwansa Temple, Itaewon, and Bonggonsa. And of course, how can we forget the most popular thing about Korea? K-pop. Short for Korean popular music, is a genre of music originating in South Korea. The modern K-pop idol concept culture began with the boy band HOT in 1996. Today, K-pop has evolved so much that it has become a global sensation. The current spread of K-pop and Korean entertainment like K-dramas is insane and is known by the name Korean Wave. It is gaining a widespread global audience. Today, some of the most popular K-pop groups include Blackpink, BTS, TXT, TWICE, GOT7, EXO, ITZY, Mamamoo, NCT, 17, Red Velvet, Stray Kids, Astro, aespa, IZ*ONE, and many more, all with very loyal fan bases. Visiting South Korea is definitely incomplete without attending the K-pop fan meets or concerts. What is the weather like in South Korea? Well, one interesting thing about South Korea is its weather. Unlike many countries, South Korea experiences a variety of weather, from winter to summer, spring, and autumn. The best time to visit South Korea is generally considered to be the spring months of April, May, and June, and the autumn months of September, October, and November. During these two seasons, days are typically sunny and dry with comfortable average temperature. However, if one wishes to see the pretty pink cherry blossom trees, then undoubtedly spring should be the choice. Things to buy as souvenirs in South Korea. A trip to another country is incomplete without buying souvenirs. So here are some souvenirs that one can buy in South Korea. Traditional Korean tea, Korean paper fans, dojang stamps, hanbok dress, ginseng, dried seaweed, hanji, soju, Korean celadon, Chinaware, and many more. Local food. Talking of local food, there is so much one would not like to miss out on. Some of the most delicious traditional Korean food include kimchi. Traditionally made of cabbage, is an essential side dish in Korean culture. Samgyeopsal, jjajangmyeon, ramyeon. Any trip to Korea is incomplete without ramyeon. Kimchi stew, tteokbokki, which is traditionally a rice cake, bibimbap, and Korean corn dog. Lastly, talking about Korean people. Are they helpful? Are they rude? Or are they polite? Well, to our relief, Korean people are really sweet and helpful in nature. They respect and feel proud of their culture and tradition. So being a tourist, one should never disrespect Korean culture. Overall, Korean people love helping and guiding tourists. Hence, a trip to South Korea is definitely going to find a special place in your heart with lovely and unforgettable experiences. Thank you.